You know, it's kind of sad that the main reason I chose Wednesdays was that today's video, like specifically today's video, would be fun and exciting. But it's not going to be, and I'm very sorry about that. I think at this point we're all kind of falling into a routine, which is good, but doesn't make for very interesting videos. So I'm going to break from the this is what I did today, or nothing exciting happened today, or whatever that has been happening for the last couple weeks, and I'm going to talk about something else. One exciting thing did happen to me today, and that was I went to go see Easy A with my friend Tessa, and it was one of the silliest movies I've seen in a really long time. It wasn't necessarily good, but it was incredibly entertaining. Part of that was the portrayal of the Christian characters and everything that they were saying. I was quite able to contradict thanks to my History of Satan professor and his glorious teachings. I actually did think about giving a quick lesson on what I've been learning in History of Satan, but I'll do that later. I'm kind of fried at the moment. It has been really hot here, not as hot as it has been where Meredith is. Thank goodness I would have melted, but due to a mixture of heat and homework, I haven't really slept since Friday. So I'm kind of a little bit more than usual, if you know me. So I do actually have something to talk about that I found a little bit disturbing. I am an avid follower of the What the Buck Show, and then Michael Buckley's personal channel, Prone75, which amused me. It's an Evita reference, so of course I was entertained. But in all seriousness, and Buck made a really good point about this in his video today, there have been a lot of suicides lately, and they're because of bullying, and be it cyberbullying or true bullying, it's not okay. And when a 13-year-old is driven to commit suicide, to hang himself because he's getting so much flack at school for being gay, then there's a problem. It's very difficult today to be a gay or bisexual or transgendered person in the United States, and probably elsewhere. I really have no experience with that. But it just seems like people preach about acceptance and about equality, and it's become very, very clear, to me at least, that we aren't equal, and that acceptance isn't going to happen, at least not until people will let bills like Prop 8 be passed. It's sad to me that 13-year-olds are killing themselves because they don't feel accepted, and it's sad that they're not accepted. There is a group on YouTube called It Will Get Better. Michael Buckley was promoting this earlier, that is trying to encourage children, or trying to encourage teenagers to just hang in there. And Buck made a really good point that it's like adolescence and your teenage years. It's just like, here, have everything ever possible, and we'll just throw it at you, and if you can get through it, that's fantastic. So tying it back into the movie that I saw earlier today, one of the main characters was flaming gay, and he had this speech about how Olive didn't know what it was like to be a closeted gay person. And it's true. If you don't have that experience, you don't know how horrible it is, how worried you always are that your best friends will turn on you if they figure out that you're gay or you're bi or you're transgendered. And that's not okay. We shouldn't have to worry about our friends not accepting us because we happen to like our gender. So while I'm not saying that if you are in the closet, come out, just know that even though there is a lot of hate out there, there are people who will support you. And just because if your family doesn't, I'm really sorry. I am incredibly lucky that my mother is as understanding as she is. But people fear what they do not understand. And I think that because of the general stereotype of homosexuality, that people just don't get it. And then they get scared, and then they start hating. And that's reality. And as horrible and sad as that is, that's what we have to combat. Right, so that was really depressing. I'm really sorry. This is a very, very large issue in my life. If you hadn't caught that illusion, I am bi. I have known since my freshman year of high school. I'm now a freshman in college. And I'm in a deeply committed heterosexual relationship, but I'm bi. And my boyfriend is amazing, and Colin, I love you for this, for understanding and accepting me for exactly who I am, and I'm eternally grateful for you for that. It's not fun watching your friends and knowing that they're suffering because their parents aren't as accepting as my family and friends are. I love you guys. Stay well. Oh, and Audrey, since I'm bounced back, I think the website that I spend the most time on is questionable content. And Smitten Kitchen, because I'm insane. I am Miss Baker Child. It makes me feel effervescent. Yay! I'm doing good for the world. Sorry today's video wasn't more frabjous. I needed to get that off my chest, and I needed to let the world know. So, I'm just going to surreptitiously slink off that way now.
Bisexuals, trisexuals, homo sapiens, carcinogens, hallucinogens, men,